had a few parents over the weekend ask me about figuring out what's the best AAU team or what's the best team that they should play for once the season is over with. And again, there's a few factors that you want to consider. You really want to look at all of the teams in your area to the best of your ability. Some may not have websites, some may only be on social media, but really doing your homework to figure out what the teams are in your area. You want it to be somewhere, hopefully, that is, a comfortable driving range so that you can commit to being to practices. But you really want to look at, is this the right fit for my child? And a few questions that you want to ask yourself: what is the playing time that will be available? Will my child be able to play and develop? That's one of the biggest factors. A lot of times parents may look at whether this team is a shoe team, like a Nike team, a Adidas team, Puma, New Balance, any of the shoe teams, kind of just looking at the names instead of actually understanding where your child is going to fit within their roster, within their organization. And that's a key thing that you want to look at. Understanding who the coach is. Is this a coach that they have a particular coaching philosophy, whether they may focus on defense, they may focus on offense. They're more about team cohesion than they are about personal development and individual growth. I think one of the things that you want to avoid is choosing a team based on your teammates that you might be playing with in high school, right? It's so easy to, go to your teammates and say, well, who are you playing with? I want to play with the team. Let's play together. But one of the biggest advantages of playing select ball outside of your school season is that is a chance for you to grow individually outside of the school environment that you might have been in before. And so you really want to take that opportunity to find a place where you can not only grow your game personally, but you can be put in positions where you can play, and not just play basketball to blow teams out by 50 or to be on a team that's okay, but you're constantly losing. You want to be in a position where you can play, contribute, and compete at a really, really high level. I think another key thing that you want to look at, especially for the athletes that do want to play in college, is really looking at the schedule that the team that you're trying out for has put together. Is it a schedule that's built mostly on local tournaments where you're playing teams from the other area? You may be playing teams that are playing up. They're really 13U, but they're playing up in 15U. You may be just playing in tournaments that are just kind of one-day tournaments and things like that maybe don't have a high caliber of competition. You really want to look at the schedule. And for those athletes that want to play at the next level, you should be playing in NCAA sanctioned certified events. There are usually 2 to 3 periods where it is open for college coaches to visit those tournaments and to be actively recruiting, one in April, one in May, and one in July. And so you want to be at least one major tournament during those open recruiting periods so that you can get maximum exposure to be able to compete and perform in front of those college coaches that you will ultimately be trying to get a scholarship from. I think that's a big factor in it when you are really trying to get to the next level, is understanding when are those opportunities going to come for you to be able to play in front of those coaches. That's something that you want to sit down and consider as a family. You want to talk to your athletes to understand what their goals are, again, understand where they're trying to go, and really be able to map that out.